I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good.
And the shot! In for the pieces! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Luis Suarez. And he was alert to it. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Robson. Zanetti. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
There will
now
be
it's
1
Luis
minute at
Suarez.
a time.
Pedri. And the first half is done. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
with a
at
quick
this stage.
request for support for our World Charity Fund. Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can...
Goes for a shot! They've done it! The second half sparked straight into life. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now it's Pelé. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the...
Rummenigge! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his...
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. To turn a deficit into a lead. He can't put it away.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Great vision. And here's Batistuta. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nuno Mendes.
India clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mendes going full tilt down the left. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Hazard. Looking to play him in. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Can he finish? Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 90 minutes is number 8.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And they've got rid. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that is as far as it goes. India have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping.
Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Melbourne City.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Elects to cross. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ronaldinho. Zanetti.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Oh, he's been caught napping. That's really well cleared. India are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Saliba.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mendes proves just a little bit too strong. Could be danger here. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Robson is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Tries to... Decent chance! Danger averted for now. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's a key interception. Ambitious ball here. That's been cut out, well played. India looking to pass their way through. Well, that looks a deep... And the shot! Cristiano Ronaldo, a class apart, out on his own. A finish of true class. They have come roaring back.
The goal scorer.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
India grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Robson is always looking to break lines. And it's Ronaldinho.
1 minute at a
Well, it's a
time.
promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Gilberto Silva. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
A quick
Reflections
reminder
on the
today
first
that
half?
smoking is
I
only
think the
allowed in
manager
areas
should
shown
be
on
pretty
this map.
happy that his
Thank
side
you for your
managed to come in on
cooperation.
level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Substitution.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
India are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
India do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Pele, terrific header, big moment, massive goal.
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And he was quick to react. Nuno Mendes. Melbourne City are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Mendes. That's very neat. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. India perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he's cut it out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Puskas. Melbourne City needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Tries to play it through. Berbatov. He's being urged to shoot. Here comes another cross. And that should get the job done.
Melbourne City really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, super ball. And the finish! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too.
It's Luis Suarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Zanetti. Zanetti charging forward down that flank. Pelé. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Batistuta. He has found the way through. Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Zanetti. In once more. Zanetti. He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And he thumps it clear. Played out towards the right wing. Elects to cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Barcelona really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Ambitious ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Has a look and plays it forward. Nuno Mendes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. Lovely ball and Batistuta! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Nuno Mendes is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Barcelona have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's oh, shooting chance! And that certainly packed a punch. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over
And now,
here.
to all members of the crowd,
So we reached
I'd
the
like
halfway
to ask
point,
you to
and
join me
neither
in
side
wishing
have
our
yet been able to
birthday
force the
boy
issue.
a
It's
very
0-0.
special birthday. Substitution on the field. Number 10, Suarez. Number 11.
And the second half gets
Cristiano
underway.
Ronaldo. Number 13.
Well, I suppose from a
Brian
defensive
Robson.
perspective, Peter, neither
Playing on
manager
the
could be
field,
too unhappy.
number
I just
9,
wonder which team is going to up the ante
Number
first.
8, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 3.
And the ball's come
Franz
loose here.
Beckenbauer. Substitution.
Puskas. India come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Plays it in low. And that's the keeper's ball.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Zanetti. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains nil. Puskas! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
India really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Cantona quietly revving up. Played into the... He rises! He scores! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Dybala. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Pelé, bout of passing here, really easy. He's having a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Beckenbauer clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort. India really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Oh, well measured. Time and again they are repelled. Probing pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That's a shade optimistic. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Ronaldinho! It's run loose here. Can he spark a counter here? That's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Couldn't squeeze it through. Lobbed in behind. Best! Georgie Best! Amazing! That is a gem! An absolute gem! First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And it's Mendes. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, it's come loose! I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. India with the corner, they're first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That's a throw. Pele. And that's not going to reach. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Ronaldinho. Vinicius Junior. Plays a sharp little ball here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nuno Mendes. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Suarez.
There's the start of the second half.
Vinicius Junior.
India really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Batistuta. Number 10.
Batistuta. Oh, that's clever. He's found a way through.
Substitution in progress.
Corner. Rummenigge with the clearance. India are looking to go forward now. India come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Pele, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. That's a shade optimistic. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
India finding their passes. And a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the...
It's Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Wow! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Puskas. Out towards the flank. Knocks it into space. Nicely worked. He's had it nicked away.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he's surging through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Out of play for a goal kick. And smartly reclaimed. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, nicely intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Saliba calmly anticipates. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
It's a promising position. He's found a way through. And it's hoisted clear. That has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Decent enough try. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pelé, he's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Climbs up big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Boca Juniors were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned...
Applies the finish! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Kukçu is the team's great visionary, distributed tidily. Bernardo Silva, looking for options for movement. He's onside! Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And this is Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good-looking ball. Played out to the left flank. And he's in on goal. Hazard with the delivery. And back out it comes. Gilberto Silva. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
India have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they have...
And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2, then. Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. That has been slung wide. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Hazard just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Puskás can so cleverly bypass the press. No foul, says the referee. Hazard puts his foot on the gas. And it's Pedri. Nicely spread. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. He's in a... Shot a goal! Oh, this looks sharp. It's a good foot in there. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution for Boca Juniors.
Number 18, Bernardo Silva. Coming on to replace him is...
So much has happened in this
11,
game, but still no
Olise.
goal.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
He has found the way through, driving through the middle.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Hazard. Gilberto Silva. Zanetti. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Puskás. He's got away.
India clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he's managed to get free.
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Substitution for Boca Juniors. Number 14,
There is
Hazard.
some activity down on the
Number 7,
touchline. It seems there's going to be a
Country.
change.
Coming on the field, number 17, Efootball. Number 9,
Mendes with the clearance.
Stojkovic.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Back into the middle. India have the chance to go the other way. Pele. Now it's Puskás. Lovely bit of skill. Stojkovic is there to clear. Puskás.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Puskás stood his ground strongly. Stojkovic. That's that, the end. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now he's got space here. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he finish? Oh, he's been in for the pieces! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Number 11.
India are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
India grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Gilberto Silva. Shot could be... Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue.
He's having a shot! Brilliant from Pele! A finish right from the top draw. And they're at it again in double quick time. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next...
Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay onside, Peter. That was really clever.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Zanetti. Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Chiellini. Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. Neymar. Nice interception, well timed.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Neymar plays it short. And this is Forlan.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. He's gone for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
And there is the half-time whistle.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
And a quick announcement now. We would like
It really
to ask
has
you all
been
to
an
kindly stay
astonishing
seated during
game,
the match.
peppered with goals.
Thank you for your
cannot
cooperation.
help feeling that the second half will supply more.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Forlan. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Neymar! India do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Bastoni calmly anticipates. That has not gone well. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Ronaldinho.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Header! He's kicked it out just.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Cleared without hesitation. Robson is the team's great visionary. Plays a sharp little ball here. India do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Mateus. Eto'o. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Pelé. He's picked his way through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Forlan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been won straight back. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Well, that's well spotted.
Nuno Mendes.
Ronaldinho. Pele. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So, a breakthrough already. Ronaldinho plays it in. Cannavaro gets it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Zanetti. Pele. Now, can they get him away? Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Raul, he's got away. Chance to deliver. Gilberto Silva getting this one clear. India leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Bastoni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, super find. And this is Dembele.
Nuno Mendes.
Beckenbauer. That pass has been well intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Zanetti. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
India really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And he's intervened well there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nice looking ball.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Saliba. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And now,
yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
India can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Could be danger here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Dembele. India do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now that Rummenigge! And one more try! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Looking for the run. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he spark a counter here? He is through here. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Raul.
India with the
Coming on
corner.
to replace
They're
him
first.
is number 18, Griezmann.
He rises! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. De Bruyne. And he's worked it through, and he's lost his man here. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Dembele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substitution on the field, number 17.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20, Messi.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Place.
India are looking to go forward now. Floated through. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's been shifted off it. Tries to pass it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Played into space.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the finish! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
After 85 minutes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Coming on to replace him is
India
number
are doing
14,
very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
4 added minutes has been
Beautifully
indicated.
policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now the ball's gone astray. Takes the shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are pulling clear here.
Goal!
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And that is as far as it goes. India really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Paris Saint-Germain have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements.
And a chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Mendes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's gone for goal! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Mohamed Salah. India are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Bellingham. Chance to deliver. He has kept it out. What great reactions. Neymar plays it short. Very nicely done. India have the chance to go the other way. Chiellini. Back to the keeper it goes. And it's Zanetti. Luis Suarez. Gilberto Silva. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Luis Suarez! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that's two. It's Pele! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Nuno Mendes. Bellingham. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival, and it's Bellingham. India looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. He's got away. And the shot! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A case now of complete control. Nuno Mendes is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery.
3 minutes at a time.
Bellingham. Spread it left. Neymar tries to play it through. Now it's Pele. He is through here. That's tidy. And it's half-time here. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
India are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And we are already Luis Suarez! Oh, taken with style! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Played into space, and that pass just didn't quite work. Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Pele under intense pressure.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. Robson. Robson proves just a little... He's going for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Bellingham. And Mendes. And it's Neymar. And it's Bellingham. Ooh, delicate chip through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Gilberto Silva. He won't be happy with that one. Kokchu. Now, can they get him away? And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No way through. Robson. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely spread. Mohamed Salah. De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. Probing pass. Oh, that was vital. Not too much. And there goes the final whistle. India pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted.